I know you're not a writer, but the fact that you have such passion for acting, you probably also exercise some level of review on the scripts you are given. You think the scripts coming out of Nollywood, you think they reflect well on what is happening in the community, in the society? You think we are charting a good course for the country with the kind of scripts we're churning out from Nollywood?
We're churning out. We have good scripts. We have average scripts. I'm a writer.
And we have bad scripts.
We have bad script, and we have very bad script. In fact, we have some that are not meant to be shot, but they did. Somehow they came out. But I'm just going to say we've improved. We have good script writers now. Internationally, they're coming in. And of course, people now go to school and like, what do you want to be? I want to be a writer. I'm really happy when I ask, I'm like, what do you do? And the person tells me, not a journalist, an individual. Oh, I'm a writer. What do you write? I write book for kids. No, I write memos for this station. I write this for that station. I'm like, oh, I'm very proud of you. At that age, so I'm going to say Nollywood has really improved in terms of everything, in terms of not just script. We are gradually, coming into our own body, not mimicking another person, and not taking credit from another country to make it ours.
Yes, I want to agree with the last statement you made, not taking credit. Yes, Nollywood actually by UNESCO is the biggest movie producing country in the world after Bollywood. But when we say movies, we are still in the realm of videotaping. I mean, I don't know how many of our films are shot on celluloid.
Celluloid, we do have.
We do. I know we do have, but I'm sure we can count them on our fingers. No, but does it really matter to practitioners like you? Do you bother about the media? If it is video, if it is celluloid, if it is even your regular cameras that.
Well, I love good pictures. I like to see something different from the regular things fall apart days, living in bondage days, naked, a pretty serpent days. I shot my own movie, The Mistresses, and I used a very good camera to the best of my knowledge. But I think the camera I used was too much for them because the censors board told me that the picture is too much. And I'm like, what is too much? This is a cinema movie, The picture obviously has to be different. And of course, I shot another movie, Journey of Musa. It was on celluloid.
Yes.
And it's an historical story about the Queen Amina of Zaria. And it's a big project. I'm just going to say, because these producers are doing well. And they're doing everything by themselves with their resources. You don't expect somebody to invest their life savings into just one job. And, you're not sure of getting that money back. Well, my own movie, I think I lost about 7 million, and that's heartbreaking, aside from piracy and all that. How many people want to invest 10 million in a job or training and not get even half of that money back? So that's the problem we have.
Okay, but I would rather concede to you that maybe not really too much of a problem, but maybe challenges facing the industry itself. And that, again, it brings back to the table. Well, we have looked at how the scripts come out. We have also looked at how some of the tutelage that goes into the industry or going into the profession, is being handled. But have you also looked about the back end of it, the distribution channels, those who are in charge of marketing, those who are in charge of promoting, those who are in charge of making sure that you can actually make money from the titles that you're putting on the street? Have you ever looked at that?
I did, but then you cannot monitor everything. That's the truth. We have, these guys are very good. That even if they are pirating your movie, you won't know until when it comes to taking note of
how many copies
you've sold, how many were released, how many were printed. That's the only time you will know that, okay, this is it. Because these days I noticed they have a lot of CDs in one, and they sell it at 200 naira. I'm like, how can you sell this kind of movie for 200 naira on the street, and
How do you want to
nobody
make
is,
the money?
yeah, nobody is even arresting anybody. We're meant to have tax force. We're meant to have a lot of people that are monitoring each movie that is coming out. Because I'm an actress, I'm a producer, I'm a writer. I cannot leave the set to go to Idumota and start checking how many movies are pirated. I cannot go to Onitsha and do that. I can't go to Alaba and do that. I definitely cannot go to each country in Africa to monitor it. Because whether we like it or not, even when you don't sell to that country, they already have the movies. You know, yeah, that's what happened to my movie. That we had it in 4 or 5 African countries, and I knew I didn't sell it. Yeah, and because you meant to sell the rights, and I didn't sell the right to that, you know, the country. So I had to tell them to pull my movie out of their network, or you know, we go to court about it. They had to do that because, of course, they respect me. But then they told me that somebody from me sold the movie to them. So you see, you
somebody from here.
Yeah, from here. Apparently, it was on behalf of myself. The person sold it without telling me. I'm like, what is going on? And you know, when you arrest somebody, they'll be like, oh, you are being heartless and all that. But they don't understand that I'm a young girl trying to do something for myself.
Yes.
If you keep pirating my movies and taking what belongs to me, how do I grow? People don't sit down to think about it.